Hey everyone, and welcome to today's reading for Friday, March 28th of 2025 for the collective. As always with these, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm using Disney villains today. So if you'd like a personalized read, my page is The Mintaka Experience on Facebook. So we have Judgment today, which pulls me back to the week ahead reading. So there's a lot of different ways this can go about. Stick to the schedule, stick to the original plan, don't give up just because something goes wrong or something goes right. There's a lot of synergy amongst the chaos, there's a lot of order amongst the unorganized, and there's a lot of birth of new ideas, birth of new beginnings, and birth of new love coming around the corner after some toxic love and some unrequited love going on. You've been able to catch that white rabbit that you've been chasing, so to speak, and been able to pull yourself out of rabbit holes for quite some time now, especially by 8 p.m. It looks like there's going to be some sort of premonition or precognition that got you there, or someone that has a lot of worker drone energy or high temperament or highly strong emotions. So there's going to be some form of heavy impact today, whether it be metaphysical or spiritual or physical or in the love department or in confessions. But it may come in like 3 parts or 2 parts or so. So be aware that there are some journeys that take at least 3 layers or 3 times to understand something. Using the 3 times rule and being able to de-escalate things that seem to have escalated your emotions would be wise and beneficial at this point as well. It looks like there are new beginnings and new creative outlets going on, a lot of new compassion, a lot of new sex lives, and a lot of new romantic interests coming along. That may not be exactly how you perceived it, but they give off a lot of red energy or ruby energy, which again pulls me back for the week ahead reads. It looks like there's a lot of authority being worked on, working on comfort, security, breaking free of those comfort zones, finding your own sense of security, your own safe features, safeguards, and safety protection can help. Being able to break spells and break boundaries and break things that no longer serve you purpose. It looks like there's a lot of hypnotism going on that you're breaking for yourself, that you may have put yourself through. How you appear to others may differ, so just be aware and create a disposition of new personalities within the week, or new personalities that may have been coming through to you metaphysically within the last since 2020, I would say. Sharp wit, high intellect, and enlightened knowledge would be beneficial, especially when facing cardinal positions and those of high sorcery abilities. Fire magic and fire alchemy can help. There's a lot of smudging that could be taking place within the next week or so. Especially by the 1st, there's going to be a little bit of turnaround for luck. But it looks like there's something that is dwelling in your mindset. There's something that is holding you back emotionally. So working through your manifests and your desires and your hopes from deep within yourself. Know that you can always come back to things if things don't work out. If new plans don't work out, if new ideas don't work out, you can always backtrack back to square one and go back to the beginning, to where it all makes sense. Between the hours of 1:20 p.m. and 8 p.m., I believe. Looks like there's going to be some sort of emotional turmoil or some sort of emotional outlet that's going to be needed to work through some intense emotions that have come through spiritually or subconsciously, telepathically, through dreams, over love interests, or those that you feel like you're trying to forget certain memories, or you're trying to find your source of power. Center yourself and find your balance, because you can always come back when you have the energy to do so. You don't always have to do everything all the time. 8 Days a Week by the Beatles sticks out. Royal by Queen, and Royals by Lorde, and then Queen's song Under Pressure sticks out as well, for a few clairaudient lessons and messages for today. It looks like there's a lot of passion and emotion, but a lack of trust in action and devotion, and different forms of commitment going on, different forms of loyalty. Your loyalty is being tested, and it looks like there's a lot of inheritances coming through, though not in a physical sense and not from words. So watching their actions, watching their or their lack of actions will give you the weapons that you need. So write things down, document things, stick to the plan. Don't be such a stick in the mud that you're going to hinder yourself. Looks like there's a lot of duality perspectives and a lot of polar signs. So Aries, Libra, and it's Cancer and Capricorn. So someone who's reserved could be finding someone who's very emotional, and someone who's very committed in leadership. It may be fighting with someone who's more decisive and clear-cut with their actions. So learning the difference between direct and indirect languages, nonverbal cues, body tone. There's more to life than how we identify. There's different ways to do things, but they all lead to the same spot. So using your astral projections and your ethereal spiritual gifts in a way that it's more controlled and managed, instead of manipulating other people. There's a lot of missing your ex and wanting them back, or trying to fight for someone who is from your past, or thinking about things from your past or past lives or parallel lives that are paralleling into the future as well. It looks like there's going to be some form of redemption qualities that need to come through. Visionary, creative tactics. So visions and dreams and draconic natures, fighting oppression and marginalization and silencing. Look into the stars for guidance on how to break these amnesia blocks without fully having to remember. There's still ways to heal, even if you don't want to remember the gifts, or you don't want to remember the memories repressed. So that's what I'm getting for Friday, the 28th of March of 2025. So as with these, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thanks for joining.